You too can advance your career in 20 months. That is your opening for your next speech, right? That would have caught our attention immediately. Everything else you had in there was touching. You had us all. You were talking about Toastmasters. We're all here in Toastmasters. We love that, right? You eased into your speech. So my advice, the next speech is number 10, which is to inspire. Big opening. Do something like that, because then we're like, well, what happened? Matt's going to tell us a story. This is going to be great. So think about that for your next one. So what you did well in your speech, you talked about confidence, to spread your wings, and then you talked about your you getting a couple of promotions during that time. That definitely caught our attention. I did like the theme of the horticulture and the seed, because you talked about a seed and then how you were, and the resistant weed something that you said. But it was a good theme all the way through and at the end too. So that was very consistent, and I liked that. As far as you as a speaker, you're comfortable, you have good hand movements, they aren't distracting, you look around the room. All the things that we want to see in a speaker are, you have all those down, right? So this part is very natural to you, we want to listen to you. Your topic was engaging. So at the end, so the closing, I like the closing. As I said, we were all engaged in what you were saying, because, right, you were talking about Toastmasters and we were all engaged. So you said at the end, we bloom and flourish at different rates, and TGIF is a common area for all of us. So we all were like, yeah, so that was carrying the theme through of your horticultural theme. But the purpose of the speech was to persuade, and the ideas or the tips that were given for persuading was sincerity, conviction, both of those were there. Emotional support, or emotion to bring us into your speech, yes, again, because you were talking about Toastmasters, and to persuade us. Your persuading had a lighter touch, only at the end though. So at the end you were talking about us blooming and flourishing, right? I really like that. But what if you brought it back around, so if your opening was in 20 months, and then you could bring that 20 months thing right back, right? Because that's really what it was, in my opinion. It was, look, this is what happened to me, and this can happen to you, and we've heard other people talk about how it's helped them in interviews, etc. So that would help persuade us and say, bring your manual, or you can have a manual and say, how far are you in your manual? Make sure you're being aggressive and signing up when people need replacements, that type of thing. So those are some ideas to close it a little stronger. Overall, your speech touched all of us. Everybody was leaning forward, engaged with what you were saying, and we enjoyed it very much.